Magandang araw! Sama-sama tayong matuto sa Teacher Sal Learning Resource Channel.
Revised K-12 Curriculum PE and Health 5 Quarter 1 Week 3. Our topic is all about bullying and other violent-related behaviors as stressors. Subtopic: Negative effects of bullying, harassment, discrimination, and other violent behaviors on well-being. Life skills and assertive behavior to prevent and deal with bullying, harassment, discrimination, and other violent behaviors. In your notebook, list down all the things you have learned from the previous topic for only 1 minute. What are the examples of bullying? Let's have an activity 1. Word search. Procedure: your class will be divided into 5. Prepare 1 whole sheet of paper. Write down all the words you will see inside the box related to bullying. You only have 2 minutes to finish it. The group with the highest number of correct words will be declared winner. Let us now answer. Pushing, hurting, threat, criticism, insulting, exclusion, shouting, kicking. Let's read again. Shouting, hurting, threat, criticism, insulting, exclusion, pushing, and kicking. Exclusion: when someone is intentionally and recurrently excluded and isolated. This can occur both offline and online. Criticism: the act of expressing displeasure of something or someone. Threat is the possibility that something bad could happen to an individual or object. Insulting is something impolite or disrespectful. Subtopic 1. Let's talk about negative effects of bullying, harassment, discrimination, and other violent behaviors on well-being. Stop bullying physically, verbally, socially, and cyber. What do you think are the negative effects of bullying? Do you have ideas about different effects of harassment? What do you think are the impacts of discrimination to a person? What are the other violent behaviors on well-being? Let's talk about negative effects of bullying, harassment, discrimination, and other violent behaviors on well-being. In fact, there might be a lot of tension associated with bullying and other violent actions. They can have a long-term emotional and psychological repercussions, in addition to having an immediate negative effect on people's well-being. Taking care of and stopping these kinds of activities is essential to creating a safe and encouraging atmosphere. Bullying and other violent actions have the potential to increase stress levels, which can have an impact on one's mental and emotional well-being. These acts foster a climate of fear and worry, underscoring how crucial it is to confront and stop these behaviors for the general well-being of those engaged. Negative effects of bullying. Impact of bullying on mental health. Develop depression. Develop anxiety. Loss of self-confidence. Increased self-criticism. Increased self-isolation. Harassment can result in various negative effects such as heightened stress, anxiety, decline in mental well being, decreased productivity, damaged relationships, physical health issues. Impacts of discrimination. Discrimination can have profound negative effects on individuals and society, leading to psychological, emotional, and economic consequences. It fosters inequality, hinders personal development, and undermines social cohesion, ultimately impeding progress toward a fair and just community. Other violent behaviors on well being, they could result in emotional anguish, mental health problems, and physical injury. A person's general well being can be greatly impacted by a variety of violent actions, including physical aggressiveness, domestic abuse, and bullying. Let's have activity 2, think and reflect. It is good for 5 minutes. This activity will help you think and reflect on your day-to-day battle with uncomfortable situations. Copy this illustration below in a bond paper and write a short reflection citing one bullying, harassment, or discrimination situation at home, in school, or in the community. Describe how you dealt with it. For activity 3, appropriate or not. Now that you have understood the concept of the effects of bullying, harassment, and discrimination, let's have another activity. This will help you visualize the difference between the do's and don'ts in socializing. Analyze each of the illustrations below. Mark the box with check if you believe it exhibits positive social behavior, and X if not. Let us now answer. For sharing, it is check. Using manners, check. Cooperating, check. Fighting, X. Bullying, X. Insulting, X. For subtopic 2, life skills and assertive behavior to prevent and deal with bullying, harassment, discrimination, and other violent behaviors. How to prevent bullying. Deal with a bully and overcome bullying. You may experience helplessness, humiliation, depression, or even suicide thoughts after being bullied. However, there are strategies for dealing with bullies and defending yourself in public and at school. I'm being bullied. What should I do? Stay calm. Don't react emotionally. People who bully usually want you to get angry or upset. Report it. Tell trustworthy adults and keep talking to them until the bullying stops. Reporting it helps keep people safe and isn't the same as dubbing, which is about getting someone in trouble over nothing. Get support. Bullying can affect your mental health and self-worth. Having the support of family, friends, teachers, and/or professionals can make a big difference. How to deal with a bully. Don't blame yourself. It is not your fault. No matter what a bully says or does, you should not be ashamed of who you are or what you feel. The bully is the person with the problem, not you. Don't beat yourself up. Don't make a bullying incident worse by dwelling on it or replaying it over and over in your head. Instead, focus on the positive experiences in your life. Be proud of who you are. Despite what a bully says, there are many wonderful things about you. Remind yourself of all the special, unique qualities that make you. Learn to manage stress. Finding healthy ways to relieve the stress generated by bullying can make you more resilient, so you won't feel overwhelmed by negative experiences. Exercise, meditation, positive self-talk, muscle relaxation, and breathing exercises are all good ways to cope with the stress of bullying. Spend time doing things you enjoy. The more time you spend with activities that bring you pleasure, sports, hobbies, hanging out with friends who don't participate in bullying, for example, the less significance bullying will have on your life. For activity 4, write me in 5 minutes. Write a slogan inside a box about how to get rid of the bully. Assertiveness activities. Knowing assertiveness techniques entails knowing how to stand up for one's rights and communicate one's feeling in a way that respects the rights and feelings of others. Activity 1. Keeping cool. It is good for 3 minutes. Teaching assertiveness begins with teaching simple relaxation and self-calming techniques to deal with strong negative feelings. Close your eyes and take several slow deep breaths. Count to 10. Stand tall. Relax the muscles in your face and body. Talk silently to yourself and repeat a soothing phrase such as keep calm or I control my feelings. Get a drink of water. Go sit by a person you trust. For activity 2, ignoring. It is good for 2 minutes. Children who attempt to bully other children are often seeking a reaction. Stop playing. Walk away. Turn your body away. Turn your eyes away. Don't answer a question. Keep talking to the other person you're with. For activity 3, yes or no. It is good for 5 minutes. In this activity, you will practice how to politely say yes or no when someone makes a request or a demand. You will also learn how to accept someone else's yes or no respectfully. Let's start by thinking about this. What would you say if a child was demanding a toy from you? If your answer is no, how would you say it? Sometimes, you might feel like you're supposed to say yes, but you don't always have to. There's a big difference between a rude demand and a polite request. Listen carefully. If someone says, "Give me that," in a mean voice, that's a demand. If someone says, "May I have that toy, please?" in a kind voice, that's a request. It's always okay to say no to a bullying demand, but if someone politely asks, it's your choice. You can say yes or no politely. Now, pair up with a classmate. One of you will hold a toy. The other will first demand the toy. The one holding the toy should stay calm and say, "No, I'm playing with it now. You can have it when I'm done." Then switch. This time, politely ask for the toy. The one with the toy can respond politely by saying either, "No, I'm playing with it now, but you can have it as soon as I'm done," or "Yes, you can play with it now." Then, the one who asked should reply with either, "Okay, I'll wait until you're done," or "Okay, thanks for letting me play with it." Activity 4. Standing up to bullying. It is good for 15 minutes. It's important for you to learn how to respond with confidence when someone is bullying you or someone else. When you know how to stand up for yourself and speak up in a strong but respectful way, you show that you are confident, and that can stop a bully from bothering you again. Let's talk about this together. What do you think will happen if you fight back or if you just let the bully do what they want? Most likely, the bullying will continue. That's why the best thing to do is to respond. Assertively. That means standing tall, speaking clearly, and showing that you're not afraid. Whether the bullying is happening to you or to someone else, you can speak up and stand up for what's right. And remember, it's always okay to ask for help from an adult. You might have heard someone say, "Don't tattle" or "Don't tell on others." But let's be clear. If someone is hurting, scaring, or threatening you or a classmate, that's bullying. And it's not tattling to ask for help. Bottling is when you're trying to get someone in trouble for something small, but asking for help in a bullying situation is the right thing to do. You have the right to feel safe, and you have the power to help others feel safe too. For Activity 5, Interview. Aside from the learning you had in the previous lesson, this task will give you more information on dealing the bullies by interviewing people in the community. The following are the questions that you may ask. Have you ever been bullied by someone? Which type of bully did you encounter? How did you handle that situation? Are you happy with the result? Why? What did you learn from that experience? For Activity 6, Coping Continuum. 5 minutes. The next task will sum up your understanding about the topic. In the coping continuum, below, write down the possible stages of experiences that you will undergo in using assertiveness skills as compared to the experiences and effect of bullying, harassment, or discrimination. How will you describe yourself at the end of the coping process? Draw your caricature in the end box. Do this in your activity notebook. Draw a victorious person over bully here. Coping continuum, draw a disturbed person, a loser here. Essay. Write an essay guided by the following questions. Can you recognize when you're sad, or do you usually keep it to yourself? How do you handle being angry? Do you often forget about things? Do you handle them later, or do you try to identify the source of the issue and resolve it immediately? For your formative assessment, choose the letter of the correct answer. What should you consider when you are tempted to say or do something to someone else? Think about how your words or actions will make them feel. Think about how impressed your friends will be. Think about how funny it will be if other people laugh at the person. Think about how popular you will be for being a bully. You're right, the correct answer is letter A. Standing up to a bully requires blank or bravery. A. Frustration. B. Courage. C. Anger. D. Sadness. You're right, the correct answer is courage. What is a bully? A. Someone who does not talk to you. B. Someone who won't help you in class. C. Someone who uses their power to hurt others. D. Someone who possesses cow-like traits. You're right, the correct answer is letter C. Someone who uses their power to hurt others. Who is at risk for being bullied? A. Students. B. Teachers. C. Principal. D. Everyone. You're right, the correct answer is letter D. Everyone. What do you do if you are being bullied? A. Tell a teacher. B. Tell the principal. C. Tell your parents. D. All of the above. You're right, the correct answer is letter D. All of the above.